Hi, I'm Aniki Nippon, and today I would like to address one of the video responses that I was given. I think I talked about Alex Jones briefly in one of my videos and saying that he was a crackpot, and the reason I'm making this video is not because I'm angry that the video was posted. You know, if I really was upset or whatever, you know, I wouldn't even post the video response that was made to my video onto linking it to my video. But I felt I owed the viewers in my channel an explanation, a better explanation of why I think Alex Jones is a crackpot. And the video, needless to say, did not change my position on why he's a crackpot, because I mean, he obviously is. You know, he is a propagandist. There's a lot of logical fallacies that the user had in his assessment of Alex Jones's position on 9/11, how it was an inside job and all this. You know, and there's very specific reasons why I think Alex Jones is a crackpot. In the video, first I'm going to address some of the statements that were made in the video. One of them is that what you don't think. It was something along the lines of what you don't think the elite people don't actually care about the middle class and the poor, and you know what you think they actually care. You know, they're the ones that went to war and stuff like that. You know, war is good business, and actually that's a logical fallacy to say that war is always profitable. Is actually a nonsensical statement, because if you look at how many contracting jobs the government tried to offer to accomplish some of their goals, there are a lot of people that lost contracts. You don't talk about those, and you don't hear about those. And the other thing is, after the war was actually already waged, when the people of Iraq actually gained control of their own oil fields and their own power plants and their own manufacturing, is when American business, as well as other countries, you know, like China, Russia, and every other international organization that wanted to boost the Iraqi economy, when they get involved, when the Iraqi people and the Iraqi government got involved after the war, is when that country made the most profit. The people were poor during the war. You know, they didn't know where their next paycheck was coming from, if their money turned worthless. You know, I mean, to make the argument that the war was only a profit magnet for America is bullshit. And to say that the Iraqi people, you know, only the people that sold bullets and guns were the ones that profited is not true. The people that actually, you know, there are a lot of businesses that profited. You know, the energy sector, the reconstruction, you know, the building, contracting in Iraq went up. You know, it actually made their society better, and they don't have to be under a fascist dictator. So, I mean, in that sense, it's actually good for everybody, not just the Iraqi people, but it made them better. And to say that, oh, the people that were selling guns were in it for the profit, yeah, they were, but I mean, every business is like that. It's not just the gun industry. When you only pinpoint and focus on that, and to say that all rich people don't give a shit about the middle class or the poor, is just a horrible assessment. And the thing, there was talk about the false flag operation. I'm not going to go too much into that, but you know, 9/11 could have been a false flag operation. But the logical fallacy here is plausibility. Just because a false flag operation is plausible does not make it true. And until you have first-hand evidence, do you have the CIA documents that says they funded this program? Until you do, you can't say that's true. And that's part of logical deduction. And that's part of why Alex Jones's propositions and, you know, the anti-war movement's propositions are very weak in light of that evidence. It just doesn't add up. I'm not saying and I am saying skepticism is healthy. It really is. But skepticism also includes that you got to dismiss certain evidence in the light of lack of evidence. You have to dismiss certain claims. So that's one of them I would dismiss, because there's just not enough evidence for it, and until you can prove it, it's kind of like a bulldog with no teeth gnawing on somebody's leg. It just doesn't, and it has a lot of bark but no teeth. One of the worst things I heard in this video response was, stay away from the mass media. It's all controlling, it's all opinionated, and it's all subjective. And it's like, yeah, I agree with that. For TV, I mean, that's writing a English paper 101. That's writing anything 101, except for maybe a technical paper for science or mechanics or something like that. Every single piece of writing is going to be opinionated. The reason why I gave the example, for example, Hello Kitty, was a few years back, 2008, the mass media reported stories on the Hello Kitty design on a rifle and said, oh, that's advertising to children, that's bad, but as soon as they put it on a wine bottle, it's okay. And that's the media's subjection, because the media thinks guns are bad for the most part, and they have very few stories that show guns in a positive light. But as soon as it's in a liquor product and it's legal and it appeals to women, it's okay. So that's my point, But the media. What I'm saying is the media does twist it to their angle, how they see fit. But the responsibility is on the viewer to be able to decipher what is true and what isn't true, and look at the first-hand evidence. What documents are they deriving this information from? What witnesses are they deducting this information from? Is it people who are the intelligence agencies? Is it from people who are even first-hand witnesses are subject to scrutiny? For example, just because people say they saw a UFO and they can swear by it and get it notarized, and they have that document saying that they saw a UFO, doesn't make it any more true of a proposition than somebody who says they witnessed a crime, for example. I mean, and that's my point. You got to look at documentation, and Alex Jones says, Google it, look at the documents and so on and so forth. But I mean, again, you have to adhere to what the documents say, the authenticity of the documents, and just because there's a document doesn't mean that the position is more true. So anyways, I hope this kind of breaks down for you why Alex Jones is still a crackpot, and why nobody should take his information at face value. He starts off with a true proposition and goes on a tangent about the New World Order. To get from proposition A to B, there's no logical, it's a logical fallacy, and that's exactly why he's no better than the people who say really extreme things, like David Icke, on saying that all the British royal families and the heads of government are reptilians. I mean, it just makes no sense, but it's just as bad because it's equally untrue as a proposition. Anyways, give me a thumbs up, and please subscribe if you like my video. Thank you.